What's up, everyone? Today, we're going to talk about why home health is at risk of collapse. Yeah, I said it. Home health is at risk of collapsing thanks to the lovely government. But first, before I get into it, before I tell you why, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, show some love. Come on. I heard if you do so, then maybe, just maybe you could save the world and the home healthcare industry. So just like, comment, subscribe, show some love. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. I don't know. Just tell us something, man. Maybe feel better. Anyways, guys, so today we're talking about CMS proposing, check this out. This was an article that was in Home Healthcare News, and it's talking about Medicare home health, not necessarily home care agencies. So don't, any of you out there that are in home care, you're okay. It's going to be okay. Especially if you're private pay. You're gonna be just fine because you can keep up with inflation. Now, if you're depending on Medicaid or CMS in this case, this gets a little hairy. Because think about this: CMS is proposing a 4.2% decrease in provider payments for 2023. So we literally are facing probably record high inflation. Something that I've never seen in my entire lifetime. You got houses that have doubled in price. You got fuel that's doubled in price. You got all these costs that have gone up 20, 30%. Rent's gone up 30%. You got all of this inflation happening around us. Everyone can experience it. This infuriates me to my core because it's like, how in the world do you expect these companies to actually take care of our most vulnerable population? Okay, so for those that may not know, Medicare home health goes into the home, provides PT, OT, and different therapy services. So when someone leaves the hospital, that they can transition maybe into their own home and actually live there safely because they've been strengthened and they got their therapy they need. Well, this right here is going to put these home health agencies out of business. If this happens, we are in trouble. And honestly, it's frightening to think about what this looks like for our senior population. I mean, the stability of home healthcare is at risk as a consequence of CMS proposing the application is a fatally flawed methodology for assessing, this payment model. And they've had literally a neutral spending plan since 2020. So for almost the last 2 years, nothing has gone up as all of this inflationary pressure has happened. So now you have individuals getting much worse care, not because the company wants to do that, but because they're literally forced to find ways to cut costs. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. It says, this is one of the Medicare home health operators, or one of the CFOs said, with significantly rising costs for staff, transportation, more home health agencies across the country cannot withstand the impact of this proposed rate cut. If they do this, I mean, think about this, okay? Earlier this year, they talked about reducing skilled nursing facility reimbursement rates by 4.6%. I mean, so you're talking about a decrease of 4.2% in Medicare home health. You're talking about a decrease of 4.6% in skilled nursing facilities. These places are already suffering. Literally, they were already operating on 5 to 10% margins. And if you propose a cut like this to their revenue model, it literally puts every single one of them underwater. I don't know how this is dangerous. This is dangerous. This is going to cause a collapse. This is going to cause millions of people to go without the care that they need. And this is really going to be a serious problem. I mean, this is just one component of what I often talk about as the great care crisis. And this is why I'm so bullish. I'm so confident in the future of adult day, because it is the only way to provide sufficient care for people. It's the only way to provide that care that they actually need throughout the day and do it at half the cost. And I don't know why, I'm sitting here preaching this and no one's figured this out yet. But the reality of it is that I can take care of someone and provide PT, OT, in any of those services in my environment, and for a much longer period of time, for much less than anyone ever could using Medicare home health or outpatient therapy or any of these other services. And it blows my mind that here we are, we're facing this is a catastrophe. I mean, this is terrible. I can't believe this is happening, because the reality is, if you do stuff like this, you break the healthcare system, and you can't just repair it. You can't just bring it back. Okay. If you break the healthcare system, it's going to take years. It's going to take a decade to repair the just damage that's been caused by things like this. Because if a home health agency, especially a large one, goes out of business and then there's no therapy, physical, occupational in that area, like what happens when someone gets discharged from a hospital? What happens to make sure that that person can stay strong? I mean, it's just going to create this, even the idea of it is just, it just literally makes me sick to my stomach. And honestly, I mean, as much as I hate what they're doing, at the end of the day, this is going to force more and more people, families that are taking care of their mom and their dad, families that are taking care of their spouses. Like this is going to cause more and more people to be forced to look for alternative care options, and they're going to call home care agencies, and they're going to realize how expensive that is, and they're going to turn to assisted living, and they're going to realize how expensive that is, and then they're going to find adult day, and they're going to realize how affordable and just how beneficial adult day is for their loved one. And that is why I'm so incredibly passionate about adult day, is because it is the solution. It is the future of senior care. It is going to solve these problems when the government causes just complete stupidity. Like you're talking about decreasing the reimbursement rate while healthcare is skyrocketed in costs over the last 2-3 years. Like doesn't that just sound like a disaster? Like who is coming up with these policies? I have no idea. And what's sad is this doesn't even affect us. I don't even have a Medicare home health agency, but it pisses me off as if I did have one, because it just, the idea that our seniors are not going to get the care they deserve just absolutely breaks my heart. And it's just, this is just messed up in so many ways. It's BS. I hate it. And we need to make change, and we need to stand strong, and we need to fight together, because our seniors, they are our most vulnerable population, and they deserve respect and care and the love and the attention that they need. They deserve it. This is just a tough one for me. I hate seeing stuff like this. In a lot of ways, this is very negative, but in other ways, this is going to just create more demand for adult day. And, even though this is a sad situation, I am excited about what adult day is going to be able to do for these folks. And so that being said, if you want to learn more about opening up your very own adult day center, make sure you go to adcpro.com, join our monthly webinars, join our private Facebook group. If you want to open up a Active Age franchise, I know a guy, great company, activeagecare.com/franchise. I'll be happy to introduce you. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to learn how to open your own adult daycare center, go to adcpro.com. If you'd like the latest business tips, click here, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click here. We'll see you guys next time.